teaching of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami, who's fondly called as the Prabhupada and who's the founder Acharya of ISKCON. So before we start the class, let's do the Guru Pranam and then start. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today the chapter 15 we are doing, right? And the chapter title is Purushottama Yoga. That is the yoga of the Supreme Person. Okay, so here the Lord tells us, okay, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upward and its branches down, whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. The world we live in is temporary or ashwat, constantly changing. That is, this material world is compared to the banyan tree, where the roots of the banyan, if you have observed the banyan tree, you will not know where it starts and where it ends, and where all the roots are going. Okay, so we are also entangled in this material world. Okay, we are entangled in this material world. Only by breaking the attachment to this material world you can go higher, or you can go to the abode of the Lord. Okay, why we are entangled is because we have lot of desires. Okay, so these desires keep us rooted into this material world. Okay, that's why we keep fluctuating from goodness to ignorance, and from ignorance to passion, or from passion to ignorance, like that. Okay, we keep fluctuating because again we have these senses. Okay, the 10 senses that we have. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead said that it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree. Okay, like how it constantly keeps changing, this banyan tree or the ashwatha tree. Okay, so if you have observed in most of the temples, you observe this ashwat temple, or the people tree they call it as. Okay, so if you see, it keeps on changing the tree. Okay, so so like that. So even this world in which, or this material world, okay, there is a fluctuation in the in our, because the way we are. Okay, or it is temporary and it is not constant, and again we are pulled by these desires. Okay, so the branches of the tree, of this tree, extend downwards and upwards, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the object of senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive actions of human society. Okay, so if you have seen, you would have seen this kind of a people tree in near all the temples. It will definitely be there. Okay, or you would have also seen this one, the ashwath, or the banyan tree. Okay, where it is spread over large distance, and the branches, you like branches out everywhere. Okay, so eternal ashwath tree, which is upside down people, sacred fig tree with its roots above and branches below. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, and where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this tree with a weapon of detachment. Okay, so the desire, okay, because of desire we tend to be attached to a lot of things. Okay, that's why we come back to this material world. Like I told you, like see in the Bharat Maharaj story, right, Jada Bharata, where he left his kingdom, he left his family, he left everybody, and he came to the forest so that he can completely focus on devotional practice and become one with the Lord. Okay, so that he can get elevated in that um, what is that has a sannyasi. Okay, he can lead his life. But what happens, he develops an attachment to the deer, right? And then because of that attachment, then he dies, and again he was reborn. Okay, he's reborn again. Okay, but why? Because he is again attached, there is an attachment for him. Okay, he's get attached to the animal. So, but with determination, okay, with determination, one must cut down this tree with the weapon of detachment. So doing, one must seek that place from which, having once gone, one never returns, and there surrender to that supreme personality of Godhead from whom everything has begun and in whom everything is abiding since time immemorial. That abode of mine is not illuminated by the sun or the moon, nor by electricity. One who reaches it never returns to this material world. Okay, so the Lord tells that when you reach that the Goloka where the Lord resides, okay, so it is not illuminated, okay, by the sun or the moon or electricity. One who reaches there never returns, because already the Lord is there. Why do you require sun or moon there? Okay, so the living entity in this conditioned world are my eternal fragment parts due to conditioned life. They are struggling very hard with six senses, which includes the mind also, right? I told you senses are the ears. We have the two ears, we have two nostrils, we have two eyes, and then we also have a mouth, and then we also have a mind. Okay, so all these are because we are conditioned, because we are constantly we get distracted because of these senses organs. Like we see something nice, we want to possess that. We hear something good, we want to possess it. We smell something nice, we want to relish it. We also taste something good, we want to again relish it. Okay, so we are constantly, okay, that's why we are conditioned. Okay, we are conditioned to all the senses. So the living entity in the material world carries this different conception of life from one body to another. As the air carries aroma, thus he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. Okay, so you come back. So when you are attached to so many things because of this attraction due to the sense organs or the desires, okay, so we again come back to this or we continue the cycle of birth and death. Okay, so the Lord also tells the living entity thus taking another gross body obtains a certain type of ear, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped about the mind. He thus enjoys a particular set of sense objects. In other words, if the living entity adulterates his consciousness with the qualities of cat and dog, in his next life, he gets a cat or a dog body and enjoys. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. The enduring transcendentalist who is situated in self-realization can see all this clearly, but those who are not situated in self-realization cannot see what is taking place, though they may try to. Okay, so only by devotional. Okay, when he says the foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can he understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of modes of nature. I told you, right? So you should always consciously make an effort to be in the mode of goodness. Okay, otherwise, because the mind, it will keep pulling you, or it keeps switching places from goodness to passion, passion to ignorance. Okay, because if you do not have control of the mind, okay, and that's why you have to consciously consciously you should develop your virtues, and you should do good virtues. Okay, you should consciously do it. Okay, so if you do not, then you become a fool. Okay, and where you will not be able to distinguish between good or bad. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. Okay, so this what, so if you have to gain that, you have to definitely train your mind. The enduring transcendentalist who's situated in self-realization can see all this clearly. Okay, so that's why when you meditate, okay, so your mind becomes calm. You will be able to think, what did I do? Did I do good today, or did I do something bad for anybody? Was somebody hurt by me today? Was I be able, or was I of any use to anybody today? Okay, so that reflection should be there. You should constantly, that self-realization will be there, should be there, which will help you to improve, or which will consciously make you do good things. Okay, and then I enter into each planet, and my energy, they stay in orbit. I become the moon, and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. The Lord is telling that I supply, the Lord is being telling, right? I am the creator. So definitely he has to provide everything. So he also says, I am the fire of digestion in every living body, and I am the air of life, outgoing and incoming. Okay, that is when we breathe. Okay, so you may be asking, how do I realize God is there? So we are automatically, without our knowledge, we are taking air in, and we are also leaving the air out, right? So all this is happening automatically. Why? Because of the presence of the Lord. He says, I am the air of life, outgoing and incoming. He also says, I am the fire of digestion. Okay, so we eat food through our mouth, but we don't know what is happening internally, right? Um, Automatically the food gets digested, and after 3 or 4 hours you are again hungry, right? Like that. So he says, I am the fire of digestion in every living body, by which I digest the 4 kinds of foodstuff. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. There are 2 classes of being, the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in spiritual world, every living entity is infallible. Okay, so live in the material world. Okay, so we are all, so we have to, we have, what do you say? We have to make a living, or we are all karma yoga. We have to practice this karma yoga, right? Only based on our virtues, or based on our deeds, or based on our duty, we get rewarded. Okay, or the Lord he says. Okay, and again, because we are in this material world, and we are also controlled by these modes of material, what happens? We tend to make mistakes. Okay, we tend to make mistakes. Okay, that's why we are, the living entity is called as the fallible. Whereas when you already are a level higher, okay, so that is the Lord, those like the yogis, okay, or who are already residing in the spiritual world. Okay, they are all elevated souls. Okay, so they because they realize that everything is because of the Lord. Okay, so it is unlikely. Okay, they are all considered to be the perfected being, right? Yesterday's chapter, the Lord told that um, a complete bhakt is a perfected being, right? Who renounces all fruitive actions, and who surrenders everything to the Lord. Okay, so they all are considered to be the perfected being. Okay, so besides these 2, there is a greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered the 3 worlds and is maintaining them. Okay, and then, because I am transcendental beyond both the fallible and the infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as the supreme person. Okay, why the Lord, okay, why you need to read Vedas, okay, if you have, why is it very important to understand the Vedas or the Puranas, or why we are trying to understand this Bhagavad Gita? Because we need to understand about the Lord, okay, so how we need to know him, okay, so the deeper, so we have to develop that knowledge to know him, right? Then only we'll be able to reach him, okay, so that familiarity, okay, say when you use, or when you are able to realize, only you will be able to say, for example, I give you a new mobile phone today, okay, as and when, as a, how you use it, then only you will be able to operate it betterly, right? So the same way, okay, so if you have to know the Lord, okay, if you have to understand the Lord, it is not simply possible, okay, so you have to gain that knowledge, or you have to understand through Vedas, okay, and he is considered to be the supreme person. Whoever knows me as the supreme personality of Godhead without doubting is to be understood as the knower of everything, and he therefore engages himself in full devotional service. O son of Bharata, okay, like see here, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is also worshipping Lord Narayana, okay. And then this is the most confidential part of the Vedic scriptures, O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavor will know perfection. Okay, so the Lord is telling Arjuna that it is considered to be the most confidential knowledge. Okay, that is you are trying to understand the Lord himself, and he also said that's why it's considered to be the confidential knowledge. O sinless one, he calls Arjuna as the sinless one. And it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavor will know perfection. Okay, and so the main important learning from the chapter 15 is Krishna is the source of both material and spiritual creation. Krishna knows all Vedas, and he is the author of Vedanta. Okay, that is it is the highest. Vedanta is the highest epic of Vedas. Okay, that is philosophical knowledge. One who accepts Krishna as the supreme divine personality has complete knowledge. Divine realms is created by Yoga Maya. Yeah. You're able to see the other slide, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, what is Vedanta?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So here the slide to show that what is Sattva Guna, what is Tamo Guna, right? Yesterday I told you why we should understand gunas. Gunas, and understanding of gunas is not only to develop our qualities, we should also know how people around us behave. Okay, whether they belong, whether they have good intentions, or whether. So you should know whether the people around you have good intentions, or they are interacting with you with a good motive, or they are interacting with you with a bad motive, like that. Okay, so they should be able to distinguish. So it is the Sattva Guna, that is good touch and safe touch. Tamo Guna is the bad touch and unsafe touch. Okay, and then body safety for kids is do not let anyone touch you on your lips or chest, or between your legs and buttocks. Okay, so all kids, all of you, all of us should be very careful. We should not let any strangers to come near us. Okay, we should be very alert, and we should be very vigilant. Okay, we should be very conscious, and we should see, because people take advantage of innocence. Okay, they take advantage of your innocence, and they may try out anything. Okay, so to be on the safer side, we should always be guarded with such things. Okay, so even in school, they might have insisted, they might have given you the awareness, okay, of the body safety for kids. Okay, so you should not let anybody touch, whether you are a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you should be very careful, okay, in allowing people near you. Okay, so and how should you react when such things happen? Okay, so the first thing is you have to run away or move away from that place and go to a safer place. Okay, and if you feel that there are no safe place around you, then you should what do you say, you can call for help. Okay, or you can create a big noise, something like that. Okay, and you should also be very careful in sharing this with your parents, or it could be your parents, or it could be your teacher. Okay, somebody from whom you have trust with. Okay, it could be your grandparents or parents or your siblings. Okay, your sister or brother, or it could be your teacher in class. Okay, so you should be you should share such things, and so that there are two advantage. One is you get protection, and you will also be alerting them so that no other child uh, yeah, will experience such things. Okay, so so that way. And okay. And then again, three things to do after a bad touch is to shout no loudly, go away from that place or a person, and tell someone trusted. Yes, Srijan, recite the shloka.
Ma'am,
Okay,
can you
Naga.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Naga, can you recite?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Sarvasya.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, after Naga, you recite Srijan.
Chaham. Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Yeah, Srijan, do. What happened? Srijan left the meeting, huh?
Ma'am, we got disconnected.
Srijan got disconnected.
Ma'am is in the meeting.
Can I recite?
Yeah, recite. Why that delay?
Now,
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Sarv
yeah.
Shaktam Risham Vishnu Mata Asmi. Video. Eva Chaham.
Okay. So the translation is, I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I knower of the Vedas, the Lord tells. Okay, but so because of this knowledge that you develop, okay, the Lord also told that you will be able to see me in everything, and you will start treating everybody equal. Okay, so today we will get to understand the story of Dhenukasura. And who can, anybody who's familiar with the story? I see. Adrit, do you know the story?
yes, Mathaji.
Yeah, tell.
Mataji, the forest's name was Dhenu Forest actually. Then Kamsas actually sent him to kill Krishna. Then he took a form as a donkey and lived there. No one could enter that part. Then one day Krishna and his friends, they were sitting and they were playing around. That day their friends came running with the cows and said, we want to have fruits. We are very hungry. So they both said that okay, we will go. Then after when they entered the grove, Balaram kicked one tree and then all the fruits fall down. Hearing the sound, Dhenukasura came out running with his hind legs and kicked Balarama. But Balarama immediately called that Dhenukasura's legs and immediately he rotated and threw him on a tree. And the tree fell down and Dhenukasura died. Like that, all the kitten kin of Dhenukasura came out, and then Krishna and Balarama did the same with what they had done with Dhenukasura. Hare Krishna,
Yeah.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Very good. So, The story of Dhenukasura is a demon who takes the form of a donkey, and he resides in the Talavana, okay, which will be a very beautiful forest, and it will have lot of fruits and a lot of tasty fruits, and it will also have a lot of fragrance trees and all that. And these people of Vrindavan would want to enjoy. Everybody want to visit that. Even the demigods also, even they would want to visit. But all of them get scared of this Dhenukasura because he has occupied the entire forest and does not let anybody enter it. Okay. And it so happens that Krishna and Krishna's friends always want to enjoy because whenever they are with Krishna, they know that they will get everything. Okay, so with his association, they know that everything is possible. Okay, and they would have also seen that Krishna and Balram have killed so many demons, right? Even Pralambasur, we saw that how Balram killed Pralambasur. Okay, so they know that Krishna and Balram can handle any of the demons, and so they will decide that they will tell Krishna and Balram that why don't we visit the Talavana forest, okay, and get rid of that donkey demon, and we'll enjoy the fruits available there. Okay, so all along with his friends, cows, brother Balram, Krishna went every day through the forest of Vrindavan, which were full of sweet grass, bees, flowers, and fruits. There were chirping birds, clear water lakes, and sweet smell breezes. While walking, Krishna and Balram played their flutes. Okay, and they also imitate the bees, cuckoos. Okay, the boys made sound of the bees, cuckoos, and danced like the peacock and the swan and the swans in the lake. Krishna also moved his neck, making his friends laugh. Okay, so like this, so you can see he's trying to imitate the peacock here. Okay, and all of them. Okay, so that's how they enjoy their play. That's how they play and enjoy their day. Okay, there, and again some boys try to imitate the attacking tiger, and some boys try to imitate the scared deer. Okay, and so this fellow will run and the others will try to escape and all. That's how they play. Sometimes the boys made sound like tigers and lions, and then ran away like the small animals there out of fear. When they were tired, they would sit down. Balram would put his head on the lap of one of the boys to take a nap, and Krishna would come and massage his leg or fan him with a palm leaf fan. When Krishna became tired, sometimes he lay down under a big tree with a root or on the lap of the cowherd boy has his pillow. Okay, so here you can see that Balram is resting and Krishna is trying to massage his leg. And similarly, again, when Krishna is tired, he sleeps, and then the rest of the boys will massage, and that's how they spend their day. And one day, all these friends, that is Sridhama, Subala, and Stoka, okay, they decide. Okay, so one of them is Radha Rani's brother also. Okay, and then so they decide, they tell Krishna and Balram, okay, they tell that you both are very strong, and they tell Krishna also that you are expert in killing the demons also. Why don't we visit the Talavana forest, and there are very big palm trees full of fruits, and because of Dhenukasura, none of us are able to enjoy. Okay, and so why don't you go and kill that demon? Okay, so maybe you are the only one who can kill such demons. Dear Krishna and Balram, let us go there and enjoy those sweet fruits. Don't you smell it from here? Okay, so all his friends are trying to tell both of them. Okay, and as you know that Krishna always, anything the friends ask, or anybody, anything that gopis or gopas ask, he will always fulfill. Okay, the Lord always fulfill the wishes, right? So so in order to please his friends, okay, so Krishna and Balram will go to the all of them will march towards the Talavana forest. Okay, and Balram began to shake the trees. Okay, and once they enter, Balram will again, they see the fruits hanging. Okay, so many fruits and such nice smell will be coming. So Balram will try to shake the tree so that the fruits fall, the ripe fruits fall down. Okay, and then and when they're trying to do that, Dhenukasura will get to know. Okay, somebody has come to my somebody's entered this forest and I should attack them. Okay, and so Dhenukasura, the donkey demon, living there, heard the sound of the fruits falling and came running quickly, making the whole ground shake. Okay, so he will immediately come to the place where Balram and his friends all are standing. And he'll come and then he'll see that Balram is shaking the tree, and so he'll kick him. Okay, so the demon kicked Balram in the chest with his back legs. At first, Balram did not say anything, and the angry demon kicked him again even harder. Okay, and so the demon will kick him. And then, but this time, Balram quickly caught the donkey leg with one hand. He wheeled him around and threw him high into a tree top where he lay down. Okay, so he will that's how Balram will kill Dhenukasura. Okay, he'll the first kick he'll keep quiet. When he kicks him for the second time, no, he'll catch hold of his leg and he'll swirl it, and then he will throw him up high in the sky, and Dhenukasura will die. Okay, and against the remaining demons, okay, those who have the remaining donkey demons in the forest will also try to attack these boys. Okay, and then Krishna and Balram together will kill all of them. Okay, they will handle all of them and they'll kill. Then all the friends of Dhenukasura came running, and Krishna and Balram caught each donkey by the back leg, and they will kill him. They wheel them around and around and kill them by throwing into the throwing them up high, okay, into the palm tree, and just like Dhenukasura. So because of so many different colors of dead donkey, it looked as if the cloud of many colors were floating in the tree. Okay, so okay, so basically the story, Dhenukasura here represents the lust. He represents envy, he represents anger, he represents pride, he represents illusion. He represents all these characters. Okay, so all these characters are sitting in us. Okay, we human who are living in this material world. Okay, so we should throw all this out of our body. That's the actual meaning of this story. Okay, because of that lust or envy or greed or anger, okay, we what do you mean, we become more and more selfish and egoistic, and not allowing Krishna and his devotees to perform their pastime within the Talavana of our hearts. Okay, and so Krishna's sweet holy name does not even stay within our heart. Okay, so that's that is the thing. Okay, and so and then all these demigods also will thank the Lord. Okay, so a few days later, after killing of Dhenukasura, people began to come into the Talavana forest to collect fruits. The birds and the animals began to live there again without being afraid. Okay, and then yeah, again ISKCON also has come up with the Talavana form. Okay, where they grow their own vegetable, flowers, and also they breed the cow. Okay, they milk the cow, prepare curds and all that. Okay, so that is the story of Dhenukasura and the Talavana forest. Okay, and then we have today's comic for today is the Chotu and the Mickey. Okay, Lohit, read.
Ma'am, I can read, ma'am. Can you send the
Yeah.
attendance key? Can you send the attendance key again?
Who is it?
Lohit.
Okay, read the this one.
In a small village beside the river, there lived
a rat in the house of mud. His name was Chotu.
Yeah. Yes, Ria, read.
Yes, ma'am. Once Chotu told his wife, "Today my childhood friend is coming from city. Please cook a grand feast."
Yeah. Sai.
Yes, ma'am. Who is he? What is his name?
Ravi.
Mathaji. We both were staying together long back in village. But he depends on modern
Ultra modern.
and he has and now has
Changed
become
his name.
older modern. Now he has changed name Mickey. He is visiting me after many years.
Yeah. Yes, Adrit.
Mathaji. Hello, Chotu. Mickey has come. Mathaji, may I read the next slide also?
Yeah, read.
Chotu stared at Mickey from top to bottom. Chotu's wife kept looking at him in wonder. Welcome, you look totally different. I'm so happy to see you after so many years. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Punya.
Yes, Mataji. Both friends embraced each other. They wandered in the village. They chatted about their childhood days.
Then
Neeraj.
return home.
Kritika. Neeraj, read.
Everything.
Then they both returned home. At home, the food was ready. Chotu's wife had arranged everything.
The food is ready. Please come wash your feet and
Kritika, read.
take your seats.
Kritika.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There was a very nice aroma of the food.
My wife. Read the other one also. There was a very nice aroma of the food. My wife has cooked a great feast for you. Oh, but we do not have a dining table. Yes. Adya, read.
Mickey turned his head with his front claws and said, "That is all right. That's all right. Whatever is there, we shall manage."
Vani.
Yes, ma'am. Chotu's wife served the food. There was sweet halwa, potato, tomato sabji, rice and curry, cucumber salad.
Manvi.
Yes, ma'am. Seeing these items, Mickey made faces and said, "This is food or what? But it is okay. I will accept. As it is in the village, how can one accept to get noodles and pizza?" Ma'am, should I read more or?
Yeah, and
After the lunch, Mickey said to Chotu, "My friend, you must come with me in the city. Spend some days with me. We shall spend together. We shall roam and eat luxuriously and enjoy. You should also experience what style is.
Okay. Anshika.
Vicky took Chotu to the city.
Read this also.
When they reached Vicky's home, it was time for lunch. On the dining table, there was varieties of food items.
Ria.
Out of fear, Chotu ran back to the hole and hid.
Read this also.
Yes, ma'am. This is the favorite dog of the master. Be careful of him, all right? Ma'am,
Yeah.
you have blocked my video, ma'am. We have blocked the video, ma'am.
Who?
Ma'am,
Ria.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who did not get chance? Dhruv. Dhruv.
Yes, ma'am.
Read.
The dog ate and went away. Chotu ran back to the dining table, but suddenly there was a very huge cat.
Aditi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, which paragraph should I read?
This one. Slide you are seeing?
Yes, ma'am. He is the favorite cat of the master. Behave her okay.
Behavior of. Region, read.
Yes, ma'am. See, there is a rule in this house. First of all, the master eats, then his favorite dog, then his favorite cat, then at last my turn comes. Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna. Devesh.
Ma'am, can I read?
Okay. We'll see. Devesh called is reading? No. Yeah, read. Okay.
The cat ate and went off. Then Mickey said, "Come, my friend. Now it is safe for us to eat. Hurry up before the food disappears from the dining table."
Doshi. Doshi, you are there? Rishit.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can I read?
Yeah, read.
I do not want to eat. I do not want to risk my life. For me, my village is very nice. More than that, my independence is more precious to me. Can anyone, anytime, stay here long? Can anyone be alive in the doors of death? I am leaving to my village. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Mathaji and
Either-
Rishit, can I read the next one?
Yeah, read.
Saying this, Chotu ran towards the direction of the village. Ma'am, can I read this too?
Yeah.
Moral. Simple living is better than risking your life.
Yeah. So this is a story with a moral. Simple living is better than risking your life. Okay. So I hope all of you got the story. Like it is a story of two friends, one who lives in a village, the other who lives in a city. Okay. And this the one who lives in the village is called as Chotu, and the one who lives in the city is called as Mickey. Okay. Or he's changed his name as Mickey because he's in the city. Okay. And so again, his dressing style, everything has changed. And it so happens that Chotu would have invited him to his house, and after many long years, Mickey will come to the village. Okay, and Chotu wouldn't have told about him to his wife, and on the day when Mickey comes to his place, no, he will tell about him. And even the wife is interested to know how his childhood friend looks like and how he is. Okay, and moreover, he's coming from a city, so she seemed to be very excited to meet him. And also, Chotu tells that she needs to prepare some special meal for his friend. And the friend arrives. Okay, so he comes wearing a suit, tie, and a hat, and he comes with a big suitcase and all that. And seeing his look, Chotu and his wife are surprised, and and also they are happy to see him, to receive him. And both of them will go for a big walk in the village, so that Chotu wants to show what all has changed in their village. And even Mickey is excited to know, okay, since he had left the place long time ago, he wants to know what are all the new things, or how the city, how his village has changed now. And again, after they finish their walk, they come back home, and by then Chotu's wife has prepared the meal for both of them, and she is kept it ready, and she wants them to wash their hands and have their lunch. Okay, and then Chotu tells that they do not have a dining table in their house, and they'll have to both of them have to eat sitting down. Okay, and then when Chotu's my wife, no, she would have prepared a lot of things, like she would have prepared a sweet halwa, then some sabzi which is made up of potato and tomato, and then she would also have some rice curry and some salad also she would have prepared. So all that salads, everything she'll place in the steaming hot, you can see, right? The plate, all the items are steaming hot, she offers them. And Mickey see that food, and then he won't be much excited seeing the food. He Because he'll try to show off that in city he's only accustomed to eating noodles or pizzas and like that. Okay, and so he'll try to tell that I can't expect, this is a village, so I cannot expect all that here. He tries to tell like that. Okay, so the trying to show off his city culture. Okay, and then but then later he will eat also, and then he will, while leaving the place, he will invite Chotu also, that he should visit city and just get to know how people live there, how their lifestyles are all are. Okay, so he will invite him and go, and Chotu also makes time to visit Mickey. Okay, so when he visits him, he gets to know that he'll come to the place where Mickey lives, and it'll be a very big house with lot of food and all that available there. When he enters, he sees there is a dining table, and many dishes are kept on the dining table and all that. And Mickey will alert him. Okay, he will alert that they can have their food only after the master. Okay, there is a hierarchy in which they have to eat their food. So first the master should have his food, and then his favorite dog should have his food, and then the favorite cat of the master should have food, and then only the last chance is for the last chance is given for Mickey, and only provided the food remains. Okay, and before the food can be vacated from the dining table, they need to make up their time and eat the food. Okay, so seeing all these things, Chotu is not very happy, because he had experience. He was in great freedom at his place. Okay, and he would decide when to have his food and all that. But here in Mickey's house, there is a different rule that is followed, where he gets to have the last priority to eat food. And again, always there is a constant fear whether the master will come, or whether the dog is going to come, or whether the cat is going to attack. Okay, so that constant fear is there. So he tells Mickey that I cannot live in such a place. Okay, and I mean, it doesn't make me feel comfortable. And how can you live in such a place where you are always constantly, there is some fear? Okay, so you cannot leave. So he tells Mickey bye, and he'll say, I'm better off in my village only. He'll tell him, and he'll leave that place. Okay, so the moral is, simple living is better than risking your life, because Mickey tries to project that he is living in a very good lifestyle, okay, in a city where everything is very advanced and it is very stylish living, and lot of facilities are there, but he's doing all that with risking his life, okay. Constant fear is there, okay, where something can happen to him, or he may get food or he may not get. There are like that, okay. So that's how one we, okay, so we should adapt simple living, okay, not have desires for many things, okay. So
Hare Krishna.
yeah, so all of you recite once, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Did you all like the story? Yes or no?
Yes,
With
ma'am. It was very.
Yes, ma'am. Extremely. The story was very
you are able to follow the chapter, right?
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
able to
Yes,
understand. You're able to relate the chapter with
yes,
the
yes,
stories
yes.
also. We are trying to relate the chapter with the story also. That's what
It
they
becomes
tell.
very
Okay, so
simple.
this where you have to overcome the desires. Okay, then only you will be able to reach the Lord, or you will be able to understand the Lord and all that. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yeah.